Hello, welcome back to my channel. So grab yourselves a nice cozy drink. Mine is actually just a peppermint tea in my Christmassy very large mug, which is like literally the size of my head. I've just got a green tea in this at the moment because I indulged today and had what's called a gingerbread latte from Starbucks, and oh my goodness, if you haven't had one already, you need to try it. It was delicious. It's probably about, I don't know, daily allowance of calories, honestly, but it was divine. So yummy. So anyway, get yourselves a nice Christmassy cozy drink. I'll set mine down over here. So today I'm going to be bringing you some Christmas crafts. Now I know we're still in November, but you know, either you've already put your Christmas decorations up, or you're itching to, or you're already starting ahead on crafts. Because if you're gifting them, you kind of need to make them now, don't you really? So anyway, I'll be showing you how to make this star star decoration, which I have made, and these little Scandi style little Christmas trees, which I've got two. Now I think we'll start with these, so I'll just pop the glue gun on. Bear with me to make sure it's ready, because often I'll start and the glue gun won't even be turned on. Right, so these, I guess you could say this is sort of like trash to treasure, because I made these out of the lid is the lid off an old candle. The base the base of the Christmas tree was the lid of a candle, which I just kept because it's, I don't know if you can see, it's like bamboo, and it's just really nice, lovely wood. And this lid had like it fitted into the jar, hence it's got like the little rimmer on the side, whereas this base of this Christmas tree was like the base of a soap dispenser, which the soap dispenser broke, and so, but I just kept the little wood because I thought that will come in handy. And I don't know, if you're a crafter like me, I can't throw something out if I think, oh, you could make something else out of that. And the tree section, I'll show you, I actually made out of, bear with, placemat. So I have green ones, like obviously this green, like sage green colour, exactly like this, with the pom-poms around from Next. However, it got stained around the side on the pom-poms, and I tried to wash it in the washing machine, and the pom-pom trim came off, but I just kept the mat to do something else with it, because I just love the colour and it matched my kitchen. So anyway, right, so to start, you can literally, obviously if you don't have an old jar lid or a candle lid, you can use anything really. I've kept an array of things here just to show you. Like, this is a lid off a jar candle, it's glass. I've kept like Pringle sort of lids, coffee lids, milk tops, a tape, washi tape. So just to show you, so I'm actually, just for the purpose of this, going to use the glass one just to show you. Now for the structure of the tree, I used some of these bamboo skewers, which I picked up in the summer from Home Bargains, but you know, I'm pretty sure you could still get these. So now obviously the size of them, I didn't make my trees this big, as you can see they're teeny tiny. I just took my little florist wire cutters and like trimmed them to the size that I wanted, so say this big, and then I cut up, how many did I use? I think I started off initially with 6, but then realised that wasn't enough, so I think I made 8. I'll just cut up some more quickly to show you. you can see, I think you could probably, if you don't have snips, you could probably use scissors or perhaps just snap them, but this way you kind of just get like a clean cut. So it's 3 done. How many did I say? 8, 4. 5. Just need 2 more. 7 and 8. Let's try and do those 2 together. Right, now obviously you've cut a huge skewer into 2 with one smaller than the other. Now I would keep the smaller parts if indeed you do want your tree to be small, because you can use these for something else at a later date. Right, so now the glue gun. I'm still going to be trial and error because I've not actually used my glue gun with glass, so we'll just see. Right, I just began by popping a little bit of glue around the sides of the circle that I'm using. Just got glue everywhere. And obviously try to hold it in place. See. Oh, I'm not sure if this is going to hold very well with it being glass. Probably should have tried this earlier. It may well do. Let's pop one on the other side. Let's pop in some glue on the end of the skewer first of all. Move you down so you can see. Right, so you get the general gist. You kind of need to put them like opposite one another. And some glue at the top as well. You have to kind of be really patient with this part because it does take a little while for the glue to set on the sticks. Put some glue at the top and the bottom so they can stick together. There we go. Right, so that's 4 rounds so far. You see it's starting to take like a Christmas tree sort of form. Just realised I forgot to put glue on one end of one. It's a bit more tricky on the glass. But hey, live and learn. Right, let's see if I can carefully lift it and pop some glue on it on the bottom. I need more glue already. Gosh, nearly dropped it. That wouldn't have been ideal. Right, let's see. Just have 2 more to go on. So if you can see, I've kind of tried to put them opposite one another to hold the structure a little bit more. Now, don't worry at this point, obviously there's a lot of glue on the sides, but with hot glue you can easily just peel it off. It's not there permanently. Even though it looks messy at this point, it won't look like that at the end. Need to put some more on the top. Right. A bit more on the edges. There. Right, so Christmas tree has taken form. Right, let's just put some more glue in ready. Okay. Right, now, hopefully I've still got enough of this, but if not, we can use something else, ribbon perhaps. Right, so obviously this was a larger, still covered in glue, placemat, but I've just cut a little slit in it, and if you can see all the lines of the pattern of the circle going around, I literally just cut down the centre just to make it easier, and then cut like a strip of three, so 3 of these lines all the way around to get one strip. So I'll try to do it really quickly just to show you what I mean. Let's see. Oh, I've already got this one. I'd already unpicked it a little bit. Right, there we go. So there's one strip. Now, when I first did this, I started winding it around from the bottom, which it turned out okay. Which I think you could tell which one it is if you look at the other 2 little ones, but for this, we'll start at the top just to make it a little bit easier. So, slow you down so you can see. Right, so there's still some hot glue on the top, which is still a little bit tacky, so I'm just going to start sticking it there and then like winding the piece of placemat around. Now you don't need to put glue on every little piece, because obviously there's already glue at the top, but you can pop a little bit of glue as you go down, just to make sure it's secure, like this. And wrap it around. Easier if you turn it like this as you go. So don't worry if there are any tiny little gaps, because you'll see we can fill those later. So now that one strip has gone quite far, it's like almost halfway. Just need to put a little bit of glue on there, like so, and hold it in place for a moment. I always have a tendency to let go when it's not fully dry. There, right. Now, while that's setting, let's cut another piece, or just rip it in this case. Right, now you want to pop some more glue on this section where you stopped, and like ensure you overlap the pieces of the fabric. Oh. Carefully wrap it around if you can. Glue gun, fibres everywhere. Let's see. There. Right, so that one obviously wasn't as long as the first. Perhaps I haven't timed it as tightly. Put some more glue on. Oh. Right, now don't worry if, like me, you've got glue like on the fabric and it's showing, because as I said earlier, you can, and if it's come apart a little bit there, you can cover it up. Right, let's cut some more. I think this will be the last of this mat. Then, you know, if you don't, obviously I've just used a placemat because I love this placemat I got from Next. And it seemed such a shame because it was like room for the table just to get rid of it. And obviously I kept it for crafts, but you guys, you could use whatever you've got really. You don't have to go out and purchase some placemat. You could use like yarn, some nice wool, ribbon. Oh, tinsel would be quite effective, I think. Right. gets a bit trickier, I found, as you get near the bottom, because you can actually move the layers downwards a bit to spread it out a little bit more if you want to. But you get there, this tree is looking a little bit flaunty, like it's got a skirt on. See? I think it will need one more layer along the edges. It needs a little bit more glue as well at the side there. Excuse me a minute. As I said, don't worry if you've got like little gaps like this, see, because I will show you how you can cover that up, and you know, you can always put that to the back on your, I don't know, wherever you're going to pop it, sideboard or table or wherever. It looks like it's got a little skirt, but I think that's kind of nice. You can obviously jazz it up to your taste. Didn't put enough glue on the side there. No. Right. Oh, some glue has dripped down. Right, let's see. Oh, hopefully we've got enough. Let's just unravel this final piece of the placemat and try and fix the skirt bit at the bottom of the tree. Let's see. But if this obviously doesn't turn out as perfect, well, my others weren't perfect, but as good as my others, you get the gist of what I was trying to do. Let's go on here. I don't think I'm going to have enough. Let's see. And it's all curled over. And I have an idea of what to do for the bottom, so I'll show you what I used to decorate it. Anyway, I also, other ideas, I have these, what were they called, garland ties, that I picked up in Poundland, and I thought you could also use those if you wanted it to look obviously a bit more effective, like a real tree rather than fabric, and just like twist it around if you wanted to. Obviously you got more time, you can play around with it. Let's see, I've just placed that around the bottom. I think that kind of looks a little effective. I may pop some ribbon on. Right, so now, anyway, to decorate mine, as you can see, I used tiny little white pom-poms, which I think I showed in a previous haul from, where did I get them? The Works. Well, I mean, you can pick them up lots of craft places, and I just hot glued them and stuck them on here and there. So let's go do that. So I'll just stick a few on just to show you. Obviously, you can use other things. You can use like tiny baubles, I don't know, sequins, these little gems. Oh, sorry. Glitter, little pieces of tinsel. I'll just put a few on just to show you. You sort of get the gist. And then to put on the top, I picked up these Christmas stars from, where did I get them? Poundland again. And it says it's a 6-pack, but these are ideal. Now, if you're a fellow crafter, you need to get some of these, because honestly, I think they were £1 for a pack of 6. So let me show you. I'll get some out. It's a 6-pack of like these, and they're on little picks, little like forest wire, and there's like 6 or 5 on each one, and that's obviously counted as one. So you can literally take them apart and use them for other crafts, lots of different things, like as I have. So I just literally took one off and hot glued it on the top. Like so. And there you go. I mean, I think this is also a little bit messy, but I'll fix that. But yeah, look. I don't know, I think they're really effective, and considering I was just going to be popping these things in the bin, I think once the lids of various jars and things, once they're done, you know, it looks quite Scandi and quite like high end. So yeah, there's the little Christmas trees. Set those aside. Right, next is this star decoration that I made. Now, I picked these up in, where did I get them? The Works. I think I've shown them in a previous haul as well. They're just like MDF stars on a little jute string. And I literally decided like last minute that I was going to decoupage them, because I was thinking like I knew I wanted to like block them on the top with foliage, but I was thinking like they look quite blank. So I bought some of these paper napkins, 16 in a pack, from Home Bargains, and they've got like various leaves on, berries, Christmas foliage. Now, so what you want to do is you open up your napkin and peel away the first layer if you can. It's a little bit tricky because there are only 2 layers these napkins, so I find if they're more than 1 layer, it's easier to get hold of and rip apart. There it is. Let's see. There we go. Right. You want to rip away very carefully, tear away rather, the back layer, and you can just discard that. You use it as a napkin, you don't need that part. Right, this is the thin layer that you want. As you can see, it's very see-through and very thin. Right, pop that to the side, and now I usually use like Mod Podge, but I've actually run out. So you can just use some PVA glue. It's not as great, I found, for like decoupaging, but it works just fine. This I picked up in B&M, $2.49 for, how much is in here? Does it say? A litre. So, and I literally can't even remember when I bought this, but this has lasted me so long for various projects. Right, so usually I use like a makeup brush because I really like soft bristles, but I've just got an old paintbrush that's relatively soft, and I'm going to just pop some in a dish. Don't need too much. Right. I need to stop doing that. Right, I'm literally going to take the glue. My camera, what is going on? There. Right, take a little bit of the glue. Now my paintbrush is slightly damp, just to help it spread on a little bit easier and more seamlessly. Right, and then paint on a very thin layer of glue all over the area that you want to decoupage. In this case, I want to decoupage the whole star. There. Right, you don't want too much at this stage. And then I'll try and do it like this. You kind of just want to very carefully place the napkin over the top of the star. And you'll see it'll like stick almost immediately. Now at this stage it does go a little bit wrinkly, I don't know if you can see, but that's okay. It looks kind of rustic and I like that. Right, just very carefully smooth it out. Now go back in with your big damp glue brush and press it over the top of the star as well to kind of like seal it in. I said, because it's florals, I don't think the wrinkles in it matter too much, and it does give it a more vintage look, and if that's something that you like, then that's grand, let's go with that. Right. Now, push it all the way over to the edges of the star, as you can see, like this. And then, what I did, and you can go in with scissors, but I found it's just easier, just to carefully like pull it down and away from the star and like rip around the shape that you're using. And once it's all set, because the napkin is kind of like a similar colour to the wood on the backing, it kind of looks like it's painted on, which I think looks quite effective. As you can see, I'm just like carefully ripping it off around the edges, and because you've painted over with the glue, painted the glue on over the edges, it rips off that much easier. And even over the string at the top, you can sort that out in a minute, don't worry. All the way around the edges. Right, now, usually after doing this stuff, I would leave it to set and to dry and everything before I go on to do any more decoration, but I'm not going to at this point. But I probably would advise that if you were going to make something similar. Right, so, I mean, I wouldn't throw this part away because you can use all like the offcuts for something else, but it's up to you. But I just think it's good to like reuse every little piece. Right, so now at this point I go back in with my glue and go over the edges just to smooth it out a little bit more and get out like any air bubbles. Make sure it's all secure on there, like so. And then where the tie is, just going to rip it a little bit and glue it back on underneath the tie, if that makes sense, where like the jute string is. But don't worry if like a lot more of it comes off than you wanted to, because we're going to decorate that part. Right, now I haven't like gone completely over the edges, if you can see there. I've kind of left the edges there, but I like it like that. So there we are, it's decoupaged so far. Right, now, set my glue aside. As you can see from this one that I made earlier, I've used like various Christmas foliage of different like Christmas picks that I've collected. Some of them I've bought just like from, where did I get them? Home Bargains, Pound Shop, but the majority I found in my local charity shops. People seem to give those things in, so and you don't actually need that many. Look, I've just literally got 2 here, along with the garland ties. But you can cut the bits off that you like and just use those. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to start with one of the garland ties from the hand shop and fold it in half, and I'm going to stick it here, right at the top. I mean, you obviously can go in at the side or on the bottom, it's up to you, but I just like it up there at the top. So back in with your hot glue. I think you could possibly use other glue, PVA again, but I think it could take longer to set. And I don't know if it would hold as well. I just find hot glue is really good for this because it's quick drying, isn't it? Right, so I've just popped that at the top and just put some glue under these very top sections here. I'm going to go back in with some more, but I'm just going to bend the stick like into the star shape and just get some more glue. Remember where the camera is. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at filming and camera angles, but I kind of wanted to show you this craft because I think it's so like I don't know, like cheap to make. I mean, all 5, I think I did get 5 or 6 of those MDF stars from the works. I'd have to look back. They cost me like less than tenner. And the little Christmas picks that I've got, some of them were like 25, 50p from charity shops. And the napkins, what were they? Just about £1. So if you think about how much each star will cost you to make, and once it's like up in your home, I think it looks a lot more expensive than, you know, like no one would believe that that's what you made it out of. Anyway, so there's the top bit stuck on, and that is just a garland tie. Right now, I'm actually going to use where are my wire clips there? Go in and clip off some of these holly leaves off this pick. This is what I mean, like obviously you don't need lots, and you can buy ready-made like garlands and things, and some of them can be so pricey. But if you just pick up 1 or 2 picks, then you really can make them go further and like decorate more in your home. Like, so I just cut off 2 holly leaves and going to place those at the sides of the star. Put some glue on and I'll show you. Like this. Now, you're probably thinking, oh gosh, it looks awful, but it will get better. Obviously you just like build it up. I'm gonna use some of these berries. Obviously I'm using the clips just because it's easier to snip off the wire. You can just use scissors. I'm gonna stick this, is it a poinsettia, in the centre. Quite a bit of glue on the back of it. And stick that there. And cut some berries. Let's see. It's just looks the way, doesn't it? Probably put quite a few berries on. Obviously in this, I've just gone for like reds and greens, but you can go wild. Choose colours to fit your colour scheme or whoever you're making it for. I really like these, but I must admit this isn't my first choice for like colour scheme. I feel like I kind of go for more like silvers. But I think they're quite effective. I might make some more. Right, so I just stuck some berries on. I think I'm going to put some more berries on all the way along. Perhaps another garland tie. Let's see. I might just snip them a little bit smaller. So I've just cut up a garland tie, make smaller pieces. Put some glue along the back. I'm just going to stick this one here. Itchy nose. And some more berries. Yeah, you can go much. You can get like baubles, whatever you want really, whatever you've got. I also found that, you know, everyone's got decorations they keep for years, and sometimes you take them out and ready to put up and think, oh, this doesn't look as good this year, or you know, maybe it's seen better days, but don't throw it away. Like cut pieces off it, make something else out of it, you know. There's so much that you can do. And And as I have found, so many people give like decor away to the charity shops, which I love because I quite enjoy finding such treasures to craft with. Right, so I've just stuck some gold leaves on it, so I think I kind of like that. I might just pop some more on. So yeah, I just get carried away. I really enjoy it, and then I pop more and more on. Let's see. I might pop 2 on each side. But I hope that this like inspires you to just look differently at things, for your decorations, and see, oh, what else could I make? And especially, it's good, it's recycling, isn't it? You're not just throwing them out. And someone like me, if you give them to a charity shop, will always look and think, oh, well, that's treasure to me. I want to make such a thing. What's that? I'm just sticking some bigger berries on. Just got glue fibres everywhere. But you can sort that out at the end. You get the yes, but this isn't so far. I might actually put some more picks in. Some more of these garland ties which I've cut up. So see, one has gone so far. I've used 2 garland ties on this so far. That's all for the greenery. But let's go far. Where did I just put the other one? Put it down and then can you see? Oh, there. Oh! Throwing things out. There we go. Oh, I don't know about you, but I'm so excited. I love this time of year. And obviously I love crafting, but Christmas crafts get me so excited. Because I'll make something and then like go and pop it up somewhere in my house or give it to somebody. You can see out all the time then. Right, do I want to put more berries on it? I think I do. I've got this rose here, but I'm going to keep that for something else. I think I'm going to pop that on a wreath. And put lots of berries. Pine cones as well, something else that you can pop on. And so you can make forage for your own. Or there's like plenty of places selling pine cones currently, aren't there? Like for crafts. Oh, cinnamon sticks if you wanted to put one in your kitchen. That would look so nice, I think. And let's cut the stem of this one. So put this one by the flower. Hello, welcome back. So, my phone died again and I've been rushing around trying to find a charger, hence the hair. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the finished products. So here's the style that I decoupaged. I added quite a few more berries, as you can see, and more foliage on the top. And yeah, I'm really quite pleased with it. I think it looks a lot more expensive than it cost to make. And yeah, I'm really pleased with them. But I have had other ideas of what you could do, you know, if you didn't want to just decoupage. I think I showed in an earlier haul some stencils that I bought from The Works. Was it The Works? Yeah, The Works. I don't know if you can see these very well. Let's just hold them up. So there's this, is that better there? The centre, like a vintage looking centre one. This one here, which has got various designs on, with like presents, reindeer, sleighs, bells, snowflakes, trees, holly, various other designs. And then this one, which I think is my favourite, which I'll show you it on this side. It says, "We wish you a very Merry Christmas. Little reindeer there. I just thought that it'd be a good idea. You could still like flock them if you wanted to with various like foliage or I don't know, tinsel and paint, or as I have done this, glitter it. Can't tell so much in this lighting, but the glitter looks quite patchy at the way it's set, but it is like a solid colour, well, red and silver. But that's just, I've just started it to paint this on top, the Merry Christmas, you can see there. Alternatively, I've also thought, I've still got this silver leaf that I purchased from Amazon earlier in the year, just for like other crafty bits that I made, and I've got quite a lot of it, and I thought you could use some of that to buff around the edges if you wanted to make it look a bit more glittery. Let's just see. So one. Haven't actually got one that I've not already used, just to take it out to show you. But anyway, you know, silver leaf, you could make it look more vintage. So yeah, they're just a few of my ideas, and I probably will crack on with more of those later on. And more of these little trees, which I am very pleased with, given that they are literally made from candle lids, jar bases, soap dispense bases, the structure out of the, I keep wanting to say cocktail sticks, but they weren't cocktail sticks. They were skewers, that's what they were, and an old placemat for the greenery, an array of pom-poms, and one star off a pick with, I had 6 on there, and there were, I think, 6 in the packet, so there were like 30 odd, 36, maybe more if I've not counted correctly, stars for £1 from Poundland. So really, the star and the pom-poms were the only things that I bought to make these. So yeah, you could really go ahead and make that. You could use ribbon, yarn, wool. No, people use wool to make them. Tinsel. Very tempted to make a tinsel one, like a white one maybe, to make it look like snow. But anyway, I digress. So anyway, thank you if you watched this long, and please consider hitting the sub button, just so you don't lose me on the internet, and you can find me again and see future crafts that I come up with. I have actually already started several. I get so excited I can't just stick to one project. I am making a wreath for my hall, a wreath for my front door. So yeah, my mind just goes with one and I just run with it. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you, take care, bye.